Welcome back to In Ohio Country today, and joining me now is Jodi Willeke. Her and her husband Michael are the owner and managers of this beautiful venue behind us called Crimson Lane here in Ada, Ohio. Jodi, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Jodi, you grew up on the farm back in Greene County. Tell us a little bit about growing up in Greene County.
Yeah, so grew up in Cedarville, Ohio. Greene County was very involved on the farm. My dad was a farmer and very involved in 4-H, showed animals all through, and it was a great childhood.
Yeah, and actually how you landed here in Ada is an interesting story as well.
So of course, in high school you're looking for a college and to continue, and I came to Ohio Northern one summer and ended up meeting my husband my sophomore year, and we've been together ever since.
Now you guys live on a farm here before you built this place. Tell us a little bit about your farming operation here.
So yes, we've lived here on the farm for 29 years. My husband's a full-time farmer as well as full-time venue runner, but we have corn, beans, sunflowers this year, and then we every once in a while we grow wheat.
So how did this come to fruition? It's a great idea in a beautiful country setting out here. It's just gorgeous. Tell us how Crimson Lane came to fruition.
We just decided that, there was something that was needed in our area. And so we just kind of, started talking about it as a family. And we realized, if we were going to do it, we better do it now. Just because, we're not getting any younger. And we had the property, we had the woods, we had the lake. And we just felt like the setting was good. The location was wonderful. And so we just decided that it was something that we wanted to do.
And it's a great design, too. It's a beautiful setting, like you said, out on the farm, a pond, great location. We'll get to the location in just a bit, but how did you come up with the design? It's just gorgeous.
I love to do those kind of things, just kind of put pencil to paper and drew it out. We obviously worked with Morton Builders, and they were wonderful, but it was just something that we all kind of sat down and designed together.
So, Jodi, tell us a little bit about the diversity of the facility, too. It's not just for weddings. There's a lot of other activity that happens here year-round.
Yeah, so we do weddings, obviously, all year round, but we also throw in there, we've had a reverse raffle for our high school athletic program. We've done the prom a couple years for 2 different schools, and we do farm auctions. We have meetings during the winter months and in the summer months, and we're ready to do whatever. We've had bands out here in the summer months and just things like that.
We want to thank our friends at Devon Dye and Dye Real Estate and Land Company, who actually had an auction here, and that's how I got to meet Jodi and her husband Michael. And it's just an incredible place. But let's talk about the diversity when it comes to farming. I mean, obviously you come from a pretty diverse background when it comes to farming and different crops and different opportunities, but there's a lot that our farmers can do on their farm, and this is just one kind of way to create a new revenue stream, if you will.
Yeah, we, like I said, we are farmers first. We are about the land, but we just, we knew that there was something else that needed to go on. And so the diversity is, what else can you do? What do you think about? And that's something that we've come up with is to, take the woods, use the pond and the land that is around us.
Let's talk about your location. You're just north of Ada, Ohio, but you're in a pretty good spot just right next to U.S. Route 30, right?
Yeah, we're very close. As you can probably hear a little bit of the traffic there for 4-lane 30. We're very close to I-75. So we get a lot of people that travel to Crimson Lane, which is nice, out of Michigan, Fort Wayne, Columbus, Dayton area.
Now, when it comes to a venue like this, I'm sure there's a lot of suppliers, too, that you have to work with, food vendors, as flowers for that matter. Let's talk a little bit about some of those vendors and the relationship you have with them.
Yeah, we've grown, great relationships with the different vendors. They come from all over, flowers, like you said. We obviously have a liquor license, so we have beer distributors. So there's a lot that goes into our day and our week before the events actually happen.
When you work at a place like this, obviously building it and constructing it, it just becomes a part of you. And it's more than just you and your husband too, right?
Oh, definitely. We have our daughter, Taylor, her husband, Austin, our son, Blake, my mother and father-in-law, Steve and Diane Simon. So, yeah, we put the whole family to work.
And a lot of that, too, growing up on the farm, there's a certain work ethic that comes from not sitting still, creating and doing something new. And this is what it leads to. It leads to great pieces of work like this, right?
You are very correct. The farm has really, molded us. It's molded our children, and we're very blessed to be in this situation.
Now let's talk about your website, too. You have a great website.
Thank you. Our daughter, Taylor, she is our web designer and takes care of all of that stuff and social media. And so, it's a point where everyone obviously finds us. They see we have lots of different photos that cover the different seasons so that people can, from afar even can look at our website and say, okay, this is what Crimson Lane looks like in the summer months, or this is what it looks like in the fall or winter. So we're very happy with our website.
And if people want more information, what is that website?
It's crimsonlanevenue.com.
And once again, we want to thank our friends from Dye Real Estate and Land Company for this great story from beautiful Crimson Lane in Ada, Ohio. Jodi, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more in Ohio Country today, right after this.
Closed captioning paid for in part by the following. Dye Real Estate and Land Company specializes in farmland and recreational land throughout Ohio. A company for people who enjoy the rural lifestyle and looking to buy or sell their land. All of our land agents are members of the Realtors Land Institute and have extensive experience in farming and agricultural land business. At Dye Real Estate and Land Company, we'll work with you to tailor-fit a plan that works best for you, your family, and your investments. Our services include 1031 tax-deferred exchanges, land brokerage, land auctions, and CMAs and valuations for estates and planning. We are Dye Real Estate and Land Company. Call us today and visit our website at dyerealestate.com. Dye Real Estate and Land Company. We know the land business because we live it every day.